Hi, I'm Jay Johnson, founder of windowpurchase.com, which is an interactive website to teach people more about Windows. And I've also published a couple books on Windows. The new one I'm working on will be out in 2020. It's still going to be called What Window Companies Don't Want You to Know, but it's getting a whole new front cover, and it's going to be featured at the Tucson Book Fair Festival mid-March. Anyway, here's your tip of the day. If you're in the market for vinyl windows, one of the three biggest traps I see people fall into when it comes to, let's just say, vinyl or plastics. You have to understand that plastics are vinyl, vinyl are plastics. Some companies throw a different spin on it. They call them polymers. Polymer is still a plastic, which is still a vinyl. Now, you can get an all-vinyl window, or a couple companies on the market, specifically one I know of, they have a frame that's actually 60% vinyl and 40% recycled wood fiber. Now, that's not typically sold as a vinyl window, and they try to talk you out of vinyl windows, but then their window's 60% vinyl anyway. But when they talk about other vinyl windows, they call them plastic, and when they talk about their plastic, they call it polymer. You know, I used to do auctions many years ago at this little pub, and I don't even drink, but this is just a little story for you. And clients could bring things in that we would try to sell for them on stage. And anytime I had something made out of aluminum, it was never aluminum. It was always aluminium, because it made it sound so much richer and so much more expensive. So a lot of what you get in this industry is a play on words. And unless you really understand where they're going with it, you can buy something that you intended not to buy and have it sold to you right under your nose. So the premise of this video is just to explain to you that there's a couple different types of vinyl on the market. You can see these frames I have here. Now, I've gone to some clients' homes and they say, I want white windows. I've gone to other clients' homes and they say, I don't want white. Well, typically what I find is the clients that don't want white, they don't want this. What the industry calls this is a polar blue. It's got a very faint polar blue hue to it. And these companies tint it a light blue color to buy time before it begins to yellow. This is kind of what gives vinyl windows a bad name. Now, you'll notice this is also a vinyl window. This is white. But this has the proper ingredients in it, and I'm not going to give those ingredients away in this video, because it's not my job to educate other salespeople selling windows. It's supposed to be their job to educate you. But this looks more like an eggshell or an antique white because it has the proper ingredients in the raw grade of vinyl to start with. So this color is very much sought after by clients, whereas the polar blue color, very cheap look, not so much. You really have to know how to run the gambit on this, because too many companies come in, they try to sell you on a part of their product or an ingredient or a component in their window. They're not really explaining it well. They're not comparing it to anything factually. And what most of them do is they just kind of flip through their brochure and use it for the whole presentation. Well, any brochure is going to be biased towards the manufacturer or at least the dealer. And what happens is I like three legs to stand on. I try to take the information I teach clients and support it with third-party information that's unbiased, and sometimes that third-party information can be from a company that tests and rates products with no vested interest in the outcome, or from other window companies' brochures that actually say the exact thing I'm trying to teach the client, but when that company came out, they didn't even go through that with you because they don't really want you to know how to rate it. Here's the key to this. If you don't know how to rate a window, it's impossible to know who should be priced in what order and why. It's absolutely impossible. The prices don't teach you anything about the product. Getting the right things about the product teach you where the prices should be and in what order. Anyway, that's my tip of the day. If you like my videos, please subscribe. I'm Jay Johnson, windowpurchase.com. Thank you so much.